crispy like a gentle touch to the soul of the city. Vietnamese bread is not just a dish. It's a street symphony that everyone should experience at least once to fully appreciate the essence of this S-shaped land. Hello, I'm a traveler passionate about local flavors. Today, I'd like to invite you to journey with me along the length of Vietnam. Through every small street, to listen to the story of the baguette, a dish that international friends respectfully call the king of sandwiches. The transformation journey, from the noble baguette to the common, handheld rice. To understand why Vietnamese people are so proud of bread, we must go back in time to the 19th century, when the French brought the long, hard baguette to Indochina. It was a luxurious, Western bread, reserved only for French officials and soldiers. But the Vietnamese have an artistic soul and boundless creativity. They localized the loaf by completely changing its structure. Instead of the long, solid 70 to 80 centimeters baguettes, Vietnamese bakers have reduced them to about 20 to 30 centimeters to fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. The baking technique has also been improved to create a thin, crispy crust that crumbles with a light touch, while the inside remains light, airy, and soft like a cloud. This hollow interior isn't a flaw, but an artistic design to make room for the diverse fillings nestled inside. A symphony of taste and touch. Imagine standing in front of a street food cart early in the morning. The crisp, crackling sound of the knife slicing the loaf is the perfect opening act. The vendor quickly spreads a smooth layer of liver pâté, adds a little rich butter, and then layers slices of cold cuts, char siu, and Vietnamese sausage. But the true soul of Vietnamese banh mi, what sets it completely apart from Western sandwiches, is the accompanying vegetables. These include crunchy pickled vegetables, carrots, sweet and sour pickled radish, a few refreshing slices of cucumber, a pinch of fragrant cilantro, and a few slices of tongue-tingling green chili. All are bound together by a little soy sauce or rich meat sauce. When you take a bite, it's an explosion of 5 flavors: the saltiness of the meat, the sweetness of the pickles, the spiciness of the chili, the richness of the pate, and the fragrant aroma of the herbs. An absolute balance between yin and yang, between the crispness of the crust and the juiciness of the filling. A journey through the regions. Banh mi is not a constant. Each region in Vietnam tells a different story through its flavor. Hanoi, the elegance of the old town. Hanoians eat banh mi in a refined and minimalist way. The sandwiches are usually small, with fillings mainly consisting of rich and creamy liver pâté, shredded pork, and traditional red sausage. They don't use too much sauce so that diners can clearly feel the crispness of the crust and the rich, fragrant flavor of the pâté. Sitting by Hon Kiem Lake, enjoying a sandwich with a cup of egg coffee, you'll find the pace of life in Hanoi slows down a notch. Hoin, the colorful painting of the Queen, if you visit Hoi in ancient town. You can't miss Banh Mi Phuong or Madame Khan, shops that have amazed renowned chefs like Anthony Bourdain. The sandwiches here have a massive filling with many layers of flavor. From intensely braised meat to secret, handcrafted sauces, the sandwiches are baked hot right before being served to customers, keeping everything inside warm and flavorful. Khai Nan, the savory taste of the sea, traveling to central Vietnam. You'll find Khai Nan fish cake sandwiches. The fish cakes made from mackerel and barracuda are finely minced, fried to a golden brown, and naturally chewy and smooth. The highlight is the sauce, made from lemongrass, coriander roots, and fish sauce, creating a characteristic salty, sweet, and spicy flavor of the sea. Enjoying it right at a street stall with the sound of distant waves is an unforgettable experience. Saigon, open-minded and diverse. Saigon is the capital of banh mi, Vietnamese sandwiches, with all sorts of variations. Char siu banh mi, braised pork banh mi, pork rib banh mi, and even sweet cocoa-dipped banh mi for young people. Saigon banh mi loaves are usually larger, generously filled, and reflect the open-minded spirit of this land. Convenience and street culture. What I love most about banh mi is its democracy. Banh mi doesn't discriminate against any social class, from a businessman stepping out of a luxury car to a poor laborer. Everyone can stand by a street cart to buy a loaf of bread for just $1 or $2. Bread is the perfect solution for a hectic life. It's handheld rice, a dish you can enjoy while walking, driving, or working. The image of warm loaves of bread wrapped in newspaper has become a symbol of closeness and simplicity in the Vietnamese psyche. Multifaceted perspective. Advantages and a few things to note. As an impartial reviewer, I must share with you both sides of this national food. Advantages. Bread is an excellent source of carbohydrates and instant energy for a long day of exploration. The combination of protein, meat, eggs, fat, butter, and fiber, raw vegetables, creates a relatively complete meal.